Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm Jen.
And this
is More Than a Run. Well, it's hard to believe, but this is our final episode of More Than a Run because the race is in 2 days. It's on Wednesday, May 19th. It's almost here. We're so excited. And it's been quite a journey as we've been preparing for this race because it's been more than a run. And that's what our first episode was about, as JR shared with us how running and our faith really are amazingly linked. And then we talked with Jameson, and he helped us put together a plan for our run. We heard from Tasha about how we can hear from God. We talked with Steve about how we can pray to God. Johnny helped us learn about talking about God and all these connections we have made between faith and running. And this week, Amy, what are you doing?
I don't know that I'm ready for this race, Jen.
You don't?
I know that we need donations to run.
We do, right.
And I need some more time to practice running with the donations.
Running with the donations?
Yes.
Why do you need to run with the donation?
Because we're running for other people. We're donating the things, and I thought we had to come and donate. And
we do, right. And it's for the Hospitality Center in Norristown.
Yeah.
And there's a list. Did you look at the list?
I got all the things, Jen.
All the things. Did you read the part that it needs to be new items versus used deodorant?
It's not my pre-scented shirts.
Not your
the times
pre-scented.
I forgot the deodorant.
Yes. No. We definitely want to honor the men and women in Norristown. And so we need to give them new items. Because sometimes donations and giving, while it's great to donate items that you already own that you don't need and to bless others, this time around we're definitely wanting to give them new items because sometimes living for God costs us something.
Yeah.
And we need to sacrifice in order to help others. And that's one of the things we can definitely do. And they've asked for new items, especially in this day and age of just crazy stuff going on. They wanted the new items. So the list. So great, we need the new items, not your pre-scented.
Okay, I can do that. I'm
Okay,
excited. And
good.
I don't have to run with them.
You do not need to run with them. You're going to donate them before you run.
Okay.
So you'll be all unencumbered to do your run and go as fast as you can or enjoy the walk or however you're going to do the run. Okay. So now, as we've been talking about all the journey the whole way through, I wonder if there's a connection for this last skill. This last skill is about living for God. So do you think there's a connection between running and living for God?
I think so, and I think we need to know more.
All right, that means you know what time it is. So this week we thought we'd mix it up and we did our intro first because when it came to choosing someone to interview who lives for God, as we were brainstorming, we came up with the same name immediately. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So really this week is about you guessing from the clues. So as we give the clues, you can jot them down, maybe put some notes if you're watching it on Facebook, or just jot it down on a notebook if you're watching it on YouTube or the website or however you're observing this week's video. But here are our clues for today, all right? The first one is this person climbed Mount Washington, which is in New Hampshire. That's the highest point on the East Coast. This clue made me excited because I also had hiked Mount Washington, so I have this in common with our special guest, but that's our first clue.
Okay, number 2. This person has skied in 10 different states. He said the only 10 states really worth skiing in, and also Canada, so imagine that. That's a lot of skiing.
That is
Yeah,
a lot of
it's a lot of
skiing.
mountains.
It's a lot of
A lot of
mountains.
speed and probably a lot of risky moves, I would say, yes.
I'm sure that also entailed some skiing in areas that were not supposed to be skied, I'm sure.
Yes.
All right, the next clue is he has 2 pencil marks on his right thigh from his brother stabbing him. Any guesses? Any guesses about who that could possibly be? Because that one just cracked me up. I could see a brother stabbing you with a pencil. I don't know. I have a brother, so.
So I'm going to go back to my ski train.
Okay.
This guy, Chris gave away.
Okay.
This guy, sorry, I'm helping you out a little bit. So he water skied 1 day a month for 16 months straight in the Mid-Atlantic area. So put that together, 16 months, that brings you through like a summer and then a fall and then a winter.
Some cold.
And then, right, like where, I can't say in the middle of January I've ever been like, wow, let's go water skiing. But he's done it, which is cool. So cool, yes, yes.
Those are some of the adventurous sides of this person.
Yeah.
When I think about just who they are, this person, he truly exemplifies living for God. And not only does he live for God, but he motivates other people to do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else did you have when it came to who they really kind of truly are beyond their adventures?
Yeah, the same thing. He lives for God, and he's someone who lives with the joy of the Lord. He's so happy, so fun, so adventurous, and it's all genuine. It all comes from a love of the Lord. Yeah.
Our last clue, which might help give you where we're going with this person, not only like we mentioned that he lives for the Lord and he has the joy of Jesus inside of him and he helps others. His joy extends to middle schoolers. He loves middle schoolers. He can connect with every single middle schooler on some level, just understanding who they are, ways to draw out their strengths, finding out what they enjoy doing and talking about it with them. He'll strike up a conversation. He'll pull them into leadership. He's done this when it came to VBS and FX and Ignite. Like he just jumps in to help wherever he can with such exuberance and invites them, like wants them to be a part of that leadership role and just pouring into that next generation, knowing that their faith is worth everything and wants them to experience the joy of living for God. So those are some of our clues. Let's see. We're going to throw some pictures up, see if you can guess if you had the right person, and then we'll hear from our special guest.
Hey, LeBron James here. How you guys doing? I understand you guys are talking about living for God. Well, when I think of living for God, and sorry, I'm out running, I think about 1 Corinthians 10:31, where we hear, hey, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it for the glory of God. You know the key word that? Do. Right? So, let's talk about how running is like living for God. Okay, if I want to be a good runner, and I do, but I gotta stop and catch my breath while I talk. If I want to be a good runner, I have to do it. I can stop and think about running. I can read about running. I can talk to my parents about running. I can talk to my youth group leader about running. But until I actually go run, I'll never be a good runner. I have to actually do something. Number 2, I have to do it again. That's right. You have to keep doing it over and over and over. And that's how you get really good at it. If you want to be a good runner, you have to do it and you have to do it over again. Just like that for living for God. If I want to live for God, I can think about it. I can talk about it. I can listen about God in church. I can hear about God from my youth group leader. But until I actually do something, I'm not living for God, right? So, let's give an example. You're having a bad day. You don't feel like running. You're tired. It's raining outside. If you don't run, you won't be a good runner. But if you get out there and you run, and you keep running over and over, whether you feel like it or not, you become a really good runner. When it comes to living for God, same thing. You're at school, somebody's getting gossiped about, they're not around. You stand up and you say something. You do something. The next day, you're not feeling so good. You're in a bad mood. Your mom's being real mean to you. She's asking you to do horrible things like brush your teeth and get to school. But you know what? You decide you're going to do something. You're going to be respectful. You're going to step up and encourage somebody who needs it. You're not going to think about it. You're actually going to do it. And if you do it, and you do it over and over and over again, you get really, really good at living for God. Just like running. You have to actually do it, and you have to keep doing it over and over again, and you get really good at it. Hey, I'm fired up to see you guys at the 5K. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be cheering you on. God bless you all. I can't wait for the event. Just do it and keep doing it over and over again, and you'll get really good at it. See ya. LeBron Games out.
Thank you so much, Tom, for sharing more about how we can live for God. We are so excited to see you on Wednesday. You'll be at the finish line. Everyone get pumped. Tom's going to have a microphone in his hand, and it's going to be a good time. Yes.
Anytime that Tom / the hype / LeBron Games has a microphone in his hand, you are guaranteed a fun time on top of what was already an amazing night that we were going to be having. So we're super excited for Wednesday. So the 5K is in 2 days. We cannot wait to see you on Wednesday, May 19th. That's 2 days. 2 days from today. If you're watching it on Monday, if you're watching it on Tuesday, it's tomorrow. If you're watching it on Wednesday,
gear up,
because we're seeing you soon. So we're super excited for this 5K and just all that we've been doing to get ready for it. And this week's challenge is simply bringing your donations for the Norristown Hospitality Center. That's the challenge. That's how we're going to be living for God, by serving others. So bring those donations. That list is on the website. I'll make sure it's on the Facebook page. The whole thing of what they need. We're super excited to be able to bless the Norristown Hospitality Center. So that is it. Keep checking your emails.
Yeah.
We'll make sure you have all the details for the race route, what to expect. We have a super fun ending for you, surprise, something you're going to really, really enjoy. And we'll make sure we have water. It's supposed to be hot. At least it's dry, but it'll be hot on Wednesday. But hey, we'll roll with it.
Yeah.
So we can't wait to see you guys. Be ready to run, have fun, enjoy the sun. It all rhymes.
Yeah.
All went there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys. There's no next time. This is the final episode of More Than a Run. So we'll just see you Wednesday.
This is us signing off.
Yep.
Get pumped.
Woo! Bye.